If you are interested in starting your own podcast, we use Buzzsprout because it is simple and easy to use. Buzzsprout can get your show listed on every major platform while giving you the resources for a great podcast website, audio players that can drop into other websites, detailed analytics to see how people are listening to your podcast, and tools to promote your episodes. Podcasting isn't hard when you have the right partners, and that is why over 100,000 podcasters are already subscribed to Buzzsprout to get their message out to the world. Following the link in our episode descriptions lets Buzzsprout know that we sent you. So in return, you will receive a $20 Amazon gift card from Buzzsprout while signing up for a paid plan. Most importantly, every subscription through our link is always appreciated and helps support our show so we can continue delivering the quality content that you guys listen to. That being said, back to the show.
Hello and welcome to Comic Book Junkies. I'm Andrew.
This is Joe.
And making his first appearance on the podcast, Demond, DeMyth, DeLegend, Demond Shaw. Glad to have you here.
Up? Glad to be here, fellas.
You can check him out on Instagram at Comic Artist Junkie. That's got some underscores in between the words there. You could post that when the episode's out too, or sooner than that, really. But Make sure you check him out. Got some artwork. Stay for some wholesome stuff, some family, some books. He's got it all. So shouts out, Demond. Hey. Glad to have you on.
Yeah, man, finally. Glad to be on. Love you guys' show, man. It's great.
Good, yeah. And a little background, Damon and I are co-workers. We both collect comic books. We're pretty close that way at work and just been trying to figure out a way to get them on. So good opportunity for all three of us to link up. But I wanted to treat today kind of like an origin story for you in case you want to come on the pod later, talk other stuff, a way for our listeners to get to know you and then kind of relay your experience with comic books. Yeah. So Berger came up with all the questions. I only came up with one, if I'm being honest with you.
Berger's the workhorse of this operation, I see.
Yeah, he's a really hard worker. Do you want to start with one of your questions, Berger?
Well, sure. I mean, we could take turns asking the questions here. I'm sure it'll just flow into a conversation at some point anyways, but a good starting point, I think. Are you more of a DC guy? You more of a Marvel guy? Or shock us, are you more independent? What's your jam? You might like it all, but like when it comes down to the wire, who's your crew?
I'm a Marvel guy, man. Mostly Marvel. Yeah, make mine Marvel. from the start. I mean, that's where it all started, man. I was going to say something like I got this book here. I just grabbed it. This book right here, not this original one. I'm not this one particular, but this book here got it all started.
Really?
So this would be in my library when I was in elementary school. They had a whole set of these. So if you look at the back, you got the Marvel, the Marvel villains on there. This is the Steve Ditko Spider-Man run. I believe it's, issues 1 through 6.
Yeah.
So that's where it all started for me, bro. And I think Amazing Fantasy 15 might be in here too. So that's the little kid in the library going and checking out these books, man, like looking at them and intrigued with them. Hulk, Captain America, Spider-Man they had in there. That's where it all started. I got into it. I was reading these books and it was just capture my imagination. And as a kid, that's how it all started. And those are my favorite, coincidentally, some of my favorite characters, Captain America, Spider-Man.
Who's number one?
Good question. Dude, I'm going to say character-wise, Spider-Man.
Good choice.
Spider-Man's number one.
Can't go wrong.
Unbeatable.
He's the best. Yeah. So is like Cap number 2? Or like who's
Definitely
second?
Number 2. Cap's number 2.
For sure. Okay. Yep. I like that.
Kirby Cap just basically took my imagination, man. Kirby Cap was just the artwork. Overall, like dynamicism of his artwork and just those early stories that they, basically, I think they went back and did the retelling of those stories with Kirby drawing them. And he drew them originally, but he redrew them for, I think, what was Cap in? Was it Strange Tales or
Tales of Suspense?
Tales of Suspense, right? So he went back and did all of those issues. Coincidentally, those were the issues that were in the book, the little book like this size that I read. And that's, like I said, I was totally blown away.
Do they still make those?
Favorite ever since. No, man. I actually picked this one up at a little show. Dude gave me.
I was gonna say you rented it from the library and never returned it.
Joe, I did. I was renting them out so much, and I read them so many times that I beat the heck out of them. I actually still have. I wish next time I'm on the show, I'm gonna pull it. I still have one of my original books from from when I was in elementary school, Kaiser Elementary, man.
That's
And
hard.
it's all beat up, and I will show you. It still has the library information on it. Like literally,
Please do.
I took them out so many times, bro. Essentially, I just was like, I'm not like, why return it? It's so beat up. Like for me reading it, I just thought like, why return it? And so
Right.
there it is.
Oh, yeah. So some
Yeah,
other kid picks it up and he's like, why are these
yeah, it's all
pages
beat
sticking
up, man.
together?
Yeah, yeah. So not that young,
No,
Joe. Not that
no, yeah.
young.
You know, my only question for you was gonna be how did you get in the
So yeah.
hobby? But you answered that. So I guess a follow-up question to that, what's your favorite thing about the hobby?
God, man. Well, now or then, because it's changed, right?
Both.
So both. Okay, I'll give you both. So my favorite thing, obviously, about the hobby was reading the stories when I was a kid, right? Like getting your imagination captured, basically going to another place, bro. Like escaping the realities of life or whatever, like that. That was what comics did for me
Yeah.
back when I was a kid. You know what I mean? Like literally just sat in my room and every week going to the comic shop, my LCS down in Depot Town. Coincidentally, his name's Dave's Comics. Yeah, Dave's Comics. And basically just getting my allowance, buying my books and reading them every weekend, accumulating my collection. But like I didn't know about bagging books or you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like any of that stuff. And I remember some of the first issues. Like I said, next time I'm gonna pull some of my original books that I still have that I read to death. They're beat up to crap. Those are the best ones, right? I bought them all since. I bought them, rebought them and everything like that since, but I still
Yeah.
have those original books. So
That's
I can kind
cool.
of show you, man, like I read those things to death, cover to cover, over and over again. I'd sit back, I'd have my Walkman on,
Yeah.
with my and listening to music while I'm reading my comics. And I always thought the music made it like a lot better, like ambience or whatever. Spider-Man, black costume. My first issue that I ever read, Spider-Man, black costume.
That's
I forgot
cool.
the issue. I have it, dude. It's just crazy. I mean, I can't. It's a great hobby, man.
Not only am I
X-Men,
not familiar, but I'm surprised that those are still like not around. Like I don't remember that stuff growing up in my library.
bro. That was the thing back then. I mean, think about back then, Joe. I'm dating myself, but you could still buy a spider. You could probably still buy a Spider-Man #1 for about like maybe a beat up copy of Spider-Man #1. I mean, not beat up, like just it's a good copy, right? Let's say about $100,
Mm.
a Spider-Man #1. So, kid had that kind of money even then. I mean, your allowance was maybe 5, 6, $7 or whatever like that. I
Yeah.
mean, these are the easiest way to get into it. This book was $1.95 back
Yeah.
then for all 6 issues, pocket size. Think about that now. You know what I mean? I mean, these are original pages, right? Let me just kind of show you, right? Original pages of the artwork. Look, Amazing Fantasy 15. So there
Yeah.
you go, right?
That's cool. Yeah.
Yep. So you got Amazing Fantasy 15 and 1 through 6. So I already read Amazing Fantasy 15. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. Those were the only way a kid like me could have gotten a chance to read those. I mean, like there's not that many comic shops back in the 80s either for people to go and buy those
Yeah.
things. You actually Mile High Comics actually was where you had to get a lot of your books from. Mail order stuff. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like you couldn't just go and like your local LCS or what have a freaking like a Spider-Man 1 on the wall. So that's how we read our comics if we couldn't get the early issues.
They should still be accessible like that. I don't know why they're still not like doing that or like I'm not seeing it. You know what I mean? Like that's a good
Well,
way
you
to get
got
kids to read.
you got omnibus, but the omnibuses are expensive,
Yeah,
right?
those are
So it's
expensive.
yeah, and then if you buy some of the ones that are cheaper, they're in black and white. So it's like you don't get the
Mm.
full experience. To answer the second question, now it's just about the find, right? Just like you
Hmm.
guys. Joe knows he got me back into collecting. Joe did
Uh-oh.
during COVID. Yep, Joe is the guy that got me back into collecting, and I haven't stopped since. So that's the problem.
Yeah, it is it's
But
the eternal problem.
yeah, it's the
There's
thrill of
always
the
something
hunt,
else.
man. Yep. Now it's the thrill of the hunt, finding those books that I didn't buy when I was a kid or I couldn't afford at the time when I was a kid. Getting those books and like finding them. And I'm a Joe will tell you I'm a low grade's better than no grade type guy. So I'm always looking for the
Same here.
deal. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
know.
like when I find those books, man, I grab them up and it's like, man, this is the book I wanted. You know what I mean? So
Burger
you
nose,
know,
bro.
I know. Yeah, no.
Hey, if you want to get cool stuff, like you can always bank on upgrading it later, but you got it now. Like
Yeah,
that.
you got it now. I'm
Mm-hmm.
I'm working I'm working on a Strange Tales number 4 right now from a guy.
Ooh.
No, Strange Tales annual number 2.
Okay. Yeah.
Guy, I'm trying to get him to give it to me for cheap. I've actually gotten into doing, if I can find a book like reasonably priced to put it in the catalog, I'll buy the book cheap. The pages could be, I mean, like the cover could be totally destroyed. If I can get it cheap, I'll buy a facsimile cover and have somebody create it for me and put it over the book just to present well, but I have the book.
Mm.
So that's literally how I do it, man. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? If I have to. So I'm working on this. That's the 4th appearance of Spider-Man, by the way.
Yeah.
So think about that. Amazing Fantasy 15, issue 1, issue 2. And then before issue 3, that book came out.
Mm-hmm. I like how he doesn't
And
have the spider logo on his chest either in that one.
I know that's why I really wanted Burger. That's why I really
Yeah.
wanted that Kirby, and that was drawn by Kirby, inked by Ditko.
Mm-hmm.
So that right there alone, that's a grill. I mean, for the Spider-Man books for me, like literally.
Yeah.
So I'm working towards that.
Well, I hope it works out. It's a good book. I've got one, and then I think I got one for Juan during Christmas in July one year. So we're definitely heavy
Yeah.
familiar with that book. I
So
hope you
I'm
get
gonna
that.
grab it.
Yeah, dude, wear them
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
20% minimum, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, dude, I'm trying to get it for real cheap. Like I'm serious. I
Fuck that
text
guy.
this guy, message this guy back in January. I
Mm,
messaged this guy back in January,
It's the
and
long
I
game,
asked him because
bro.
I was like, "Is it complete?" And I didn't realize that it was complete until recently when I went online and I found the book and I counted the pages, like
mm,
the digital copy, and I counted the pages, and he told me how many pages it was. Okay, it's complete. So I texted him back and was like, what can we do? So I'm just waiting to
yeah.
hear back, man. That's the book right there.
Mm-hmm. I know that feeling.
Yes, sir.
That's cool. So, there's the obligatory after you get this one, there's always something else that moves up the list. What else is on like Demond's 2026 wish list for comic books?
Man, so obviously I want big books, right? We already talked about Joe and I already talked about I want a giant size number 1.
Ooh, yeah, good choice.
That book was $100 back when I first started collecting. My LCS had it on the wall for I think it was $100. It
Ugh.
was clean too, and I still remember it. And I didn't get it then because I couldn't get my parents to be like, no, basically shell out $100 for a comic book. And
Yeah.
it's like, you're gonna read it and it's gonna get all beat up and stuff like that. So that's what I'm looking for next. So that I'm looking for a good deal on giant size. I want a Hawk 180 because I do believe that is the first appearance of Wolverine. So I need to get that Hawk 180.
Hell yeah.
And then I want a Sabretooth, which Joe just got. So I try to follow Joe. Like if Joe got a book, I'm gonna figure out how to get it not pinned but just paid.
Twins, bro.
For real.
Any favorite comic book memory?
Favorite comic book memory? Man, when you say that, are you talking about like a run that I like, or just like a particular book, or just like getting a book, like finding a book that you really wanted, or
Yeah, I
something like
think
that?
more so that, like something where you kind of just like maybe fell in love with the hobby. You're like, you know what, this was awesome. Whether it was like a purchase you made or like a story that you read and you're like, I'm hooked.
Phoenix Saga. Reading Phoenix Saga and Solidify. So Phoenix Saga and Demon in the Bottle. Those two. I had those books because I couldn't, like I tell you, I only could get back issues when I could because I had enough money to buy my books for that, for the week from the LCS. And then I would have a little bit left over or whatever like that. Then I would get like a back issue, heavy burns. Burn as an artist, I mean, just the way he drew and everything like that, the way he drew, especially when he drew the X-Men, obviously we already know those issues, those iconic issues. I had the Phoenix Saga, the book, basically the graphic novel, right? Sekowitz did the cover. Dude, that was the best read, the best feeling I ever had reading a storyline in comics. That solidified it for me. And then I got the Demon in a Bottle, same thing. And I read that series and just man, it just blew me away. The storytelling, the art. I mean, that was it right there. Like that like solidified it right there. Like it was like this is definitely a hobby that I'm never gonna give up as long as I live. I'm gonna be a comic collector. Yeah, like as a kid,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be buying comics. I'm gonna be reading them. So yeah, it was literally those two things, man. Like seriously.
We
I would
love
say
the
also
Phoenix Saga. So good.
some great storytelling. Great
Haven't
storytelling.
read
You know what
Demon
I
in a
mean?
Bottle yet.
Oh
Are
my
you
God,
a
you got to.
Byrne or a Cockrum guy as a comic artist?
You know me, I love Cockrum's early X-Men issues, so I'm trying to get
Oh,
all of those. I'm trying to get all of those early X-Men. Was it 90? When did he start? 94? Issue 90, 98, was it? What issue was that jump?
94.
He did no, he also drew Giant Size.
For sure.
Right. Yeah. So all of basically all of those issues I'm trying to get my hands on. I got War Hunt when Thunderbird dies.
oh no.
And starting
Like
yeah.
an issue
No,
in.
yeah, oh yeah. Dude, that was sick. That was sick. I would tell you guys, comics, when the characters see, let me explain something. Like I think this is what made comics also great back in the 80s. The storylines were continuous all the way from the inception of the character back in the 60s, all the way up into the 80s, whenever, 90s. Let's say that then before they start doing these like storylines and stuff like that, where it's like they just kind of lost the continuity.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, they would, most of the writers would put in a bubble. They put those little squares in there and where they told kind of like, the narrative, and then you go to the next page or whatever like that, or next book. They
Yeah.
used to tell you, oh, this happened back in issue, blah, blah, blah. So you would be like, damn, I got to go back and get that issue. Like that was how I collected back issues back then,
Mm.
because they literally would tell you that this thing happened in this book, and then you wanted to go back and get it. One of my first back issues I ever purchased was Iron Man annual with Goliath in there, but his name was it's Eric Jolston, I think his name is Hoover Man. He was Power Man before Luke Cage was Power Man. So when I read that story, when I got the book and I read that annual, and he was like complaining that he lost his name Power Man to look like, because he lost a fight to Luke Cage, and they fought each other, and Luke Cage basically called himself Power Man, or took up the mantle of Power Man after beating the original Power Man. That made me go back and buy that comic. And
Cool.
I still have two copies of that. One I read to death, and I rebought it. So that was a thing about the hobby then, is that like it made it, you wanted to go back and buy the back issue, not because it was the value of it. You wanted to go back and buy the back issue because it had the story you wanted to read that started the story that you were currently reading. See what I'm saying? So
I think we take a lot of that for granted nowadays because of all like how accessible everything is, whether it's like buying it digitally or whatever the
mhm,
case is, you know. You
right.
connected some dots for me. Like I guess in my whole time collecting, they started like new volumes. Like I'd never thought about it from the perspective of everything just came from the 60s.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Like you would literally like collect something, like I think about like the origin of like Mystique, or like all that stuff is still, you go back and read those, go back and read those Miss Marvel books, right? Or you got that, I finally got the annual first appearance of Rogue, the Avengers annual. That was a big
Nice.
pickup for me. You get what I'm saying? Because Rogue is one of my favorite X-Men characters. So I'm like, I had to do it. I still need to get the Mystique though, the first appearance of Mystique. So I mean
There's like
that's how it was.
there's like three of those. What
Yeah,
is
I
it?
know. Some
Yeah, 16,
16,
17,
18.
18. Yeah.
Yeah.
right,
I have
exactly.
16 and 18. I skipped over 17 because it's a second cameo. I don't know how
Yeah,
much I
yeah.
subscribe to
Right,
that.
right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So another question, I guess, what is your most prized comic or art?
Probably I got three issues that I'm prized, my prize issues. I got them all when I was a kid, and I got them for cheap. So out of a bookstore, like just a regular bookstore downtown Ann Arbor. So it'd
Cool.
be the Fantastic Four number four,
Sick.
first subby Silver Age.
Hell yeah.
My Hulk number four, right?
Hard.
For fourth appearance of the Hulk, right? And my Gwen Stacy's in the Death of Green Goblin.
That's cool.
And the reason why is because reading Spider-Man in the 80s, reading all those books, the dude was still grieving over Gwen back in the 80s run. He will always mention her,
Mm-hmm.
and talk about how she died. So that was one of my books that I had to get. And I remember that feeling, actually. That was one of the best feelings I had, finally getting those books.
Okay.
Bought them at Motor City, both of them.
Nice.
Not high grade copies or anything like that. Just the love of that story.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's a great deal. That's cool.
Yeah.
I got a question. So we know you can draw. Do you have a favorite character or anything that like who's your favorite to draw?
Batman.
Batman?
Batman he's just the
I
best
think
thing
I think
because you
you
can do
might
so
have
many things with him.
did a
Huh?
Batman for me too.
Did I do a Batman for you? I think it's in your locker, right?
It might be, or my wallet.
Yeah, yeah. Batman is my favorite. That's just my guy, dude. Like just
Batman?
drawing him, and I fell in love with that. Drawing Batman was because of Byrne. Was it Man of Steel #3 where he meets Batman after the reboot? Byrne drew Batman. So I remember I was a Byrne guy. Like I wanted to draw like Byrne. I wanted to be like Byrne. That was who I inspired to become a comic artist. He inspired me to. So when he drew that issue, I don't know if you've ever read it. He also wrote it. And the way he
Okay.
wrote Batman in that issue made me fall in love with Batman. Like that issue made me fall in love with Batman. I think it's Man of Steel #3, if I'm not mistaken,
I think
because he's on
yeah.
the cover.
He's on the
Yeah.
cover. Yeah, yeah,
That book right there, the way he drew Batman and the way he approached Batman, because Burns' favorite artist is Neil Adams, who is he's Batman, quintessential Batman artist.
yeah.
So he drew him like Neil Adams, but with the Byrne touch. You know what I mean? So I just made me fall in love with the character. So that's how I became a DC guy through Man of Steel. Just so you
Gotcha.
know. Like that's when I started, like, okay, I can deal with because I follow Byrne over to DC. I was like, I'm getting everything that he's making. He left Marvel. I'm getting everything
Yeah.
he's doing over DC, and I have his whole Superman run over there, the whole Action comic run over there, and also the Man of Steel. Yep. So
It's funny, I kind of collect similarly, like as far as like what I read. I don't care about the title. I'll follow an artist or a writer that I like.
I mean, like you know, Raz, you know now. If you've asked me that question, you probably know. Well, I'm gonna say the artist that I'm following right now.
Adam Hughes.
Yep.
Okay.
Adam Hughes, man. So that's what I'm collecting right now. I'm trying to get all the Adam Hughes stuff that I can get my hands on. Like literally, that's like buying that stuff like insanely.
I
You know
can
what I'm
double
saying?
check for you, but I'm pretty sure that up at the corner they had like a box of it up on the counter.
Oh yeah. Oh, you talking about Big Ben's?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, bro. I've rated that box
Yeah.
several times.
Okay, good. Just making sure.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah,
you
yeah, I've rated that.
do any like original artwork like for characters? Like would you ever see yourself like making your own characters, so to speak?
I actually did when I was a kid
Cool.
I had a group of but you know I was copycat and you know like okay this character called Iron Cow who was like he's basically like a Iron Man
That's sick,
titanium
bro.
man
That's
type
cool.
character, right?
I would
Yep.
read that.
Yeah, I had this character. I have to find some of my old artwork. It's horrible too. So
That sounds
but
awesome.
it was a start, right?
Some really
Um
bad Iron Cow. I would read the shit out of
yeah.
that.
I had this character called Matter. I had this character called Matter Master.
Okay.
I come to find out that DC has a character called Matter Master, but I didn't know that. So you know, I'm not still, but
Parallel thinking.
yeah, like, so she was like a mixture of like Storm, Jean Grey, you know what I mean?
That's powerful, bro.
She can manipulate anything, you know what I
Was
mean?
she
Like,
hot?
oh, she's hot. Yeah, yeah. Of course she's hot. Me drawing it, man.
It's
Yeah,
like
she was
Adam
super
Hughes
hot.
drawing it.
Right, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, my
Awesome.
teenage brain, you know.
Why does this cow have huge tits?
Oh man,
Uh,
yeah. So that's what I'm saying. It's like
All my characters
that's what I,
producing
yeah.
milk.
Right. I don't know if y'all saw that Cloak and Dagger I did recently.
Sick.
Really cool.
Yeah, I used some of like the Adam Hughes methods to do it. You know what I mean? Like
I can
alcohol
see, bro.
markers. Yeah, yeah. Alcohol markers. He uses that to like blend, you know, skin colors and stuff like that in. You know what I
Okay.
mean? I used to read the heck out of Cloak and Dagger when I was a kid. Man, I had all their issues. I still do not have their first appearance. That book is on my radar.
Got you.
Yes,
Spectacular
Spectacular
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Yep, exactly. So that was on my radar because I love Cloak and Dagger. So this is my like second or third picture I've drawn a Cloak and Dagger. But yeah, dude. Like so, I do artwork like based on characters that I enjoyed, you know, either as a kid or you know what I mean that I just enjoy now. You know what I mean. So I was drawing a Zatanna too, a Zatanna.
Nice.
I gotta finish that one. So that was I'm working on right now. Oh, Can I show y'all one other thing real quick? So I don't know. I think Joe saw
Please.
this, but I don't know if you saw it, Burger. So I recreated this cover because this is a book that's on my radar to
Oh,
get to.
damn.
Obviously expensive as heck
Yeah.
right now, but the first meeting of the Fantastic Four in Hulk. And I just love the freaking, I love what the Hulk says on the cover. If you wait another second, I'll destroy them all. Like
Yeah.
that was just the way they just talked back then, the comics, and just the way Lee wrote them. Like it was just beautiful, bro. It was just like that. Just Hulk talking like that is kind of weird, right? But he was like a brute back then. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? He was a brute, and he had his intelligence, but he still was like a brute, which is what I like. But yeah, I just did my own kind of twist on it. You know, with the Fantastic Four, I made them kind of like in different poses, and I kind of kept this thing in this Hulk similarly. But I just didn't like the way Kirby did the Human Torch and Mr. Fantastic and all that stuff, and Invisible Woman, the Invisible Girl. But like I
Mm-hmm.
literally was just like, I'll change that up and make it my own. But yeah,
Yeah.
I just recreated that cover, so
That
love
was
it.
sick. That
Yeah,
was
man.
cool.
Thanks.
And if you want to check that out, you can check him out at Comic Artist Junkie on Instagram. And you can check us out on there as well. We're going to post about it. Episode will be coming out. You'll hear it when you hear it. Give us 5 stars. Do it for demand. Rate, review, subscribe. Hope you enjoyed this. It's been a while since we've had a guest on. It was great to have a guest on. This is very refreshing. We learned a lot. This is your origin too. So when you come back, they're going to have to go to the back issue. They're going to listen to the new one. They'll be like,
Yeah, I'll
I
get
need to
it out,
go.
man.
Yeah.
Definitely
So
get it out, bro.
glad to officially have you as a friend of the show. And yeah, I mean, we should definitely do this again sometime. Anything you want to plug? Any shouts out you want to give as we bring this one to a close?
Yeah, I'm just grateful for you guys for basically having this hobby, loving this hobby, reintroducing it back to me, my love for it. Because literally hearing the stories between you, Burger, and Joe, finding these books and stuff like that, and just knowing, like, I was like, man, Burger has all these cool books, but he doesn't care about the grades so much. That inspired me, bro. Like to get back in and not worry about, like, just get what I like, get what I love, and you know what I mean, worry about it later. So I want to thank you guys for bringing me back to the hobby in the manner that you have. So give you guys some kudos to yourself for that.
Thank you.
It's an honor.
It's about sharing the experience and paying it forward. Thank you.
No problem, bro.
All right, comic book junkies, we out. Peace.
Peace, guys.